welcome back to my channel, and for those that are new, my name is Jennifer, and today I thought I would follow up on my 5-star predictions I did a couple months ago. I have now read all 6 books that I predicted to be 5 stars, and I thought I would take you through and walk you through those 6 books and see what I rated them, and then kind of do 5 more books for 5-star predictions for the next time. So let's go ahead and jump into our first book. And so let's start off with The Will of the Many as the first option in my book here. So I have a physical copy, The Will of the Many by James Arlington. And so so here is this book here. And so I just thought I would start off and say that I did try this book to read physically, got a few pages into it, and it just wasn't the right time for me to really get into this one and enjoy it. I was kind of burnt out on fantasy at the moment, and so I decided to actually pause this one. I want to come back to it when I'm in the more of the mood for fantasy. Right now I'm more in the mood for thrillers, excitement, funny, that kind of thing, and so it just wasn't the right time for it, so I'm going to put it back on the shelf for another opportunity in the future. I still think it's going to be really good. I've heard really good things, and so we'll just see in the future if I'm more in the mood for it. So that is the first 5-star prediction. The next one I will talk about is one that I don't have physically with me anymore. I have lent it out to a friend. That's how much I really liked it. It is the Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, the 2 authors. And so I really did enjoy this one a lot. I did have it physically, but then I also listened to it on audiobook from the library. I checked it out from Libby, and I really did enjoy listening to it on an audio version of the 2 male and female characters. It was very funny. So I did really enjoy that one. And so I did give that one 4.5 stars. So it was a very close 5, but I was just missing something a little more. I just needed a little bit more to it to make it a 5-star, but I really did truly enjoy it. I do highly recommend it, especially if you can get the audiobook from the library. It's free, and you can just enjoy this author's, romance books with a little bit more compelling story to them, which is very nice. And so, so that is, so I have a pause and a 4.5-star rating. So not a 5-star yet, but the next book that I wanted to talk about is also don't have physically with me. I did also give this one to my friend, the same friend that I gave the Unhoneymooners to, is The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. I did really enjoy this one. It did make me cry twice in the story, so I did really enjoy it, got really invested in the characters and the story and just what it kind of means for them and also society at large. I'd highly recommend that one if you have not picked it up as well. That one I did give 5 stars, so I was right, and that one was going to be a 5-star prediction, which is very exciting. So right now, I'm 1 for 3 for 5-star predictions, but that's all right. We're gonna just never know, especially since all of these are, except for Christina Lauren, is new authors to me. And so so I'm excited to continue on with now the next physical book that I have. This is my most recent finish. I did read Frozen River by Ariel Lahone. And so I did finish this one. It was a recommendation from a couple of friends of mine that I went and met on in Chicago. And this is the book that I got souvenir from my Chicago trip. So I did read this one. I did enjoy it. It is a different read for me. It's a historical fiction. It's set in the late 1700s. And so it's just a different read for me. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It's okay. It's good. I recommend it for those that are, historical fiction readers. There's enough going on, enough characters to keep you interested and engaged, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. It just wasn't exactly what I was interested in reading, which is totally fine. I did read it. I did finish it. Did enjoy it. Again, it's just a good read. It's not exciting as much as I was looking for, but I did enjoy it. I'm glad I read it. Now I know people are talking about for it, but again, it was just 3 stars, which is totally fine. That happens. So then the next book that I had was Revenant-X, which is a sequel to Paradise 1 by David Wellington. This is, like I said, the second book is a sequel. It's also chunky, but the font is pretty big. So I did enjoy this as sci-fi mystery thriller, I guess you could say. And so I did enjoy this one as well. It kept me intrigued. I enjoy the science fiction aspects of this book. I didn't like it as much as the first book, but I did enjoy it. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on with the series or not. It's supposed to be a trilogy. There is not a release date on the third book yet, so we'll see if and when the third book gets released, if I'm interested in the synopsis or not. That'll help me determine if I want to continue on in this trilogy. So for my reading for Revenant-X, I did end up giving it, 4 stars. So it's good. I'd recommend it, especially if you liked Paradise 1. I'd recommend continuing with Revenant-X. I did enjoy continuing on the story, knowing what happens. I won't spoil where it starts because, again, you need to read the first book to fully understand it, but I would recommend it. I do enjoy this series. I do enjoy the writing, but I was just missing a little bit more something to it. Just a little bit more action, maybe, a little bit more character dynamics, a little more investment in the characters to make me really want to invest in them would be greatly recommended. So that is what I'm thinking for that one, is a 4-star. And then let's see, that's the last book. Yes, I have one book more remaining, which is nobody's surprise. It is the Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook, which is by Matt Denneman. This is the 3rd book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. And so I did really enjoy this one. It was 5 stars. Yay! So another 5-star, which is very exciting. I am really enjoying this book. These books before. I've read 4 of the books in the series now, and I've given them all 5 stars. So that is very exciting. And so I did highly recommend that one. I do highly recommend that series for a good time. There is a bunch of comedic relief, but also gore and battles and fighting and just all kinds of things, shenanigans that they get up to. And so I would highly recommend that one as well. So if you're keeping track at home, I ended up getting 2 5-stars out of 6 possible books, which isn't great odds. I'm hoping that I can turn this around and find more 5 stars in the next round of this series. So now let's go ahead and move on and talk about the books that I'm going to do 5 books next for the next round. And so let's talk about those 5 books and why I think they will be hopefully 5 stars. So the first one is by a new author to me. It is Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubuka. And so I've heard really good things about this author. If you like mystery thrillers, that Mary Kubuka is a good one to check out. And this is kind of like her most recent release, or one of them. And so I'm excited to check out a mystery thriller, which is kind of interesting. I'm excited to see if this is something that I want to continue and read more from this author. I think that she has a giant backlist, which is very fun. But I've just heard really good things and recommended from others, people that I like to follow for their reading recommendations. So that is the first book that I want to try. The next book is, I just recently got from a Pingo haul, which is What She Left Behind, and it is by Ellen Marie Weisman. And so I'm excited to see if I'm interested in this one. It is another institution kind of book series, and so we'll see if I am enjoying the story of how the present ties to the past, and how in previous institutionalizations and hospitals and the artifacts that are uncovered for the story as to what happens with their family. So I think this also could be an interesting, compelling read. Again, I'm interested in getting a good story. Getting really invested in the characters is always something that I enjoy. So the third book is by Darcy Coates. It is Dead of Winter. I wanted to throw in one winter read into this mix for this series of 5-star predictions. I have tried to read one other book by Darcy Coates, which is From Below. It absolutely creeps me out and makes me feel claustrophobic down in the ocean when they're scuba diving, uncovering this sunken cruise ship. And so I couldn't continue, which is kind of saying something when a book creeps you out so much you don't want to continue. And so I'm hoping that Dead of Winter will give me some, creepy factors. And so we'll see if I enjoy this one as well. So hopefully, try a second book from this author and see if she also creeps me out with this one or not. So I'm curious to find out if this one is a 5-star read, because it definitely sounds like it's going to intrigue me, give me all the feels and emotions for sure. And so, all right, moving on to the 4th book and the start of a new series, Children of Time by Adrienne. Yep. Yep, Tchaikovsky. I'm so sorry that I butchered that last name. I feel so bad. But yeah, so I'm horrible with names, but hopefully, yeah. So I'm excited to try this science fiction series. I've heard really good things. It is a very chunky read, so it's going to take me some time to get through it. It is one of my 10 books to read before the end of the year, so I'm hoping to hopefully get this one in December, so we'll see how that goes with this one for sure. Yeah, so I'm excited to see. I think I am in a mood for science fiction as of late, and so we'll see how I like this one. Hopefully I'll love it and give it 5 stars. And the last book, as you can probably guess, that I can't have this 5-star prediction series without continuing on with the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So yes, my 5th 5-star prediction is the 6th book in the series, the 5th book, the 5th book in the series. The Butcher's Masquerade by Matt Denman. I'm hoping this again, yet another chunky book, but I'm really hoping that I continue the 5-star streak with the series with the 5th book. So I think that would be hopefully give me some good points, and this should be a 5-star prediction. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this one continues and also is a great book. And continuing on with that series, well, hopefully you enjoyed this 5-star predictions. Maybe it gave you some recommendations for some new books to try or to continue on with a new series. And so, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed hearing what I did for my 5-star predictions roundup and then also continuing on with the series. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!